Hi everyone, this is Kim, the Homeschooling Grammy, and I've been tagged. I have been tagged in this Homeschooling Mom Tag, and I was tagged by Ingrid over at the Ingrid Chronicles. And this whole tag was started by Becky over at Russell's Loving Life. I will leave a link to both Becky's and Ingrid's channel in my description box down below. You need to check out both of their channels. They are super awesome homeschooling moms, and they don't just do homeschooling, they do a bunch of everything. So anyway, let's get started. Question number 1. How many years have you been homeschooling? I started in the mid-1990s. I mean, I haven't homeschooled like all of those years in total, but I started in the mid-1990s. I homeschooled all of my children, and now I am homeschooling my granddaughter. So, a long time. Number 2, how many children do you homeschool? I currently homeschool 1 child. Question number 3, what grades do you currently teach, and what grades have you taught? So, currently, we just finished up 2nd grade, but I've taught all grades, K through 12, at some point or another in my life. Question number 4, what is one of your favorite homeschool curriculums? This is really hard because I have used so many different curriculums. I'm an eclectic homeschooler. I tend to switch things up. So I'm going to just say my favorite curriculum is any curriculum that works for my child and myself, my teaching style and their learning style, and that is different with every single child. Question number 5, what is your least favorite homeschool curriculum? It's going to just kind of piggyback off the last one. It's going to be any curriculum that doesn't work for that child. Doesn't mean it's not a good curriculum. I mean, because whatever, works for me may not work for somebody else, and whatever doesn't work for us may work for someone else. So I think that's kind of it really just depends. So I can't really say, you know what, I really dislike this curriculum, because I think they all have something to offer everybody at some point or another. On to question number 6, how do your children socialize? If I could just tell you how many times I've heard that question since the mid-1990s, and let me tell you what, I got slammed really bad back then, because it totally wasn't the in thing to be doing. I socialize my children, my grandchild, just like everybody else socializes their children. You hang out with other people. You do things with other people. You get out into the world. You don't need to be in a classroom in a mortar and brick building to do that. Question number 7, how many hours a day do you homeschool? Okay, so that right now, probably about 2.5 hours a day for 2nd grade, not too terribly long. I mean, so that varies depending on the age of your child. And it also varies depending on how your child is in homeschool. And I can say that because, having raised 3 girls of my own, I can tell you that depending on attitude and the way that they came about doing their school, some days would take longer than others. And so it really it depends on you have a whole bunch of different factors, but right now about 2 or 2.5 hours, not too terribly long. My granddaughter, is really good about really getting in there most days and just getting her schoolwork done so that we can go on with the rest of our day. And, learning isn't just about sitting down and doing book work. Learning can take place in so many different areas. Number 8, do you homeschool year-round? Yes. Summertime, it's much more laid back, and I would say we homeschool really every day of the week, because even though we may not be sitting down to do, school books and that kind of learning, I mean, our children are always learning. So, but yes, we do tend to homeschool year round. We are much more laid back in the summer. We take breaks as needed, but I found it really beneficial so that concepts are not lost or forgotten during the course of the summertime, to keep doing at least a little bit of something during the summer. So on to question number 9. What is an easy open and go curriculum for a newbie homeschooler? I've never used a box curriculum, so for me to say, okay, this is like an easy open and go type, I can't really say. And anytime that I have chosen a curriculum, it's because I've taken and done so much research. I research everything. And it's gotten a lot easier over the years, because when I first started homeschooling, you got like a little pamphlet, you know, you sent for a magazine type thing, and you could look through and like, you know, pick curriculum, but you know, you had a little blurb like this big, and that's all you had to read about a certain curriculum. So unless somebody else actually used it that you knew of, then you really had no idea what you were getting yourself into. So my suggestion would be to just research. There's so much information out there. These curriculum sites are wonderful now that you can go in there and even look at samples. You can download samples even most times. You can go on YouTube. You can look at flip throughs of all kinds of curriculum and just get a feel for what your child likes, dislikes. Get a feel for how your child learns, and all those types of things will really help you in your decision making. Yeah, just research. And I still research. There are so many wonderful curriculum choices out there. And just recently, I actually ran into something that I didn't know existed, because my grandchild was, you know, struggling a lot learning her math facts. And I'm going to do an update, because I am floored at the difference that this particular curriculum has made for my granddaughter in that area. Question number 10. What is your favorite part of homeschooling? What's not my favorite part of homeschooling? I love everything that there is about homeschooling. I love the fact that you get to spend, you know, every single day with your child, that you get to, you know, experience those aha moments with them when they figure out something that they've been struggling so hard to learn. I love the freedom that it gives us, that we can go wherever we want, anytime we want. We can take impromptu field trips. We can take impromptu vacations. Just the whole world is open to you when you're a homeschooler, and it's just amazing, and it's so much fun. And if you're thinking about it, I highly recommend that you give it a try. What's the worst that's going to happen? That you find out that it's not for you, but you might find out that it's the most amazing thing that you've ever come upon. Thank you so much, Ingrid, for tagging me in this Homeschool Mom Tag. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks so much, Becky, for starting this tag. This was really fun to do. So my job now is to tag some people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tag everybody. If you're watching my video, tag You're It. If you're a homeschool mom and you have a YouTube channel, by all means, tag You're It. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel, tag You're Still It. You can even send me an email if you would like, and I will leave it in my description box down below. God bless, take care, and I will talk to you again soon.